Hey everyone, my name is Jo and welcome to Aussie Homeschool Adventures. It's great to have you here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So I'm a homeschooling mum of two beautiful girls on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. And I share all things homeschooling, a little bit of motherhood, a little bit of parenting, sort of motherhood parenting stuff, a bit of our farm life here on my channel. So if you like that sort of content, stick around. Today I'm sharing with you a book club book haul. Say that 10 times fast. So book club is a program that the schools use that you can collect catalogues from and place orders, and they do a fabulous rewards point system too. So for every order you spend, you get 20% back in rewards towards your school orders. So as a homeschooler, we are the school. So I get 20% back in my account that I can spend on my next order, which I think is pretty cool. So I ordered from Book Club, issue 1 and issue 2. I ended up doing 2 orders because there was stuff in both of the catalogues that I really wanted. So I'm going to show you what I got and what we're going to use it for. So you can see I've got my big beautiful boxes here beside me, and I will grab this camera, I think, and probably show them to you face down. So this little pile of books is the stuff that I've bought for our HAS unit. So our humanities and social sciences it is. So this one is a from Rich Knight. It says, "If I Ran the Country, an introduction to politics where you make the decisions." So it's not a very exciting book to look at, like it's black and white, but it's got some really cool information in it. It's all about like the different kinds of government and different systems of government and how to pick apart, So basically, I'll read you the little blurby bit. It just says, "You've made your first decision, great decision as the leader of your very own country. You've picked up this book. Good move, boss. Being top dog isn't easy. There are lots of important decisions to make. What kind of government will you set up and how will it work? Will you be as fair as possible if you care about that kind of thing?" Things like, so you can see that. You'll be running like a pro in no time. Though we say so, okay. So, yes. So it's quite funny and lighthearted, but it covers lots of great information, which I thought would be a really good one for my girls as they get a bit older. Then there's this beautiful book. So this is the Australian Road Trip and Jackie Hosking. So this has absolutely stunning illustrations. I won't show you the entire thing. I'll just show you a couple of pages. So it gives you beautiful illustrations. And then if I go in closer, you get the story up here. But then down here in smaller fonts, you get a whole bunch of information about the area, which I thought was really cool. So so there's like Kokoburra, Ningaloo in Western Australia. So, they all have little bits of information about the pages. But just look at the illustrations. Like that photo, the illustration of theirs of Uluru is absolutely beautiful. So so that's an amazing Australian road trip. This one is the national anthem, just the words of our national anthem, and once again beautiful illustrations. So my girls are probably a little bit old for this, but I wasn't 100% sure what it was when I ordered it, but I thought it was probably this, and it's just beautiful. I think they will appreciate the pictures in it. So, it's a really beautiful book. So that's Advanced Australia Fair. And then this last one is a picture atlas on Australia. So once again, nice bright colours, lots of information. Little lift the flaps with facts underneath it. So it does a thing about about Australia, and then each state has like a 2-page spread. So there's one for Queensland, Tasmania. Well, Tasmania only has a 1-page, sorry. South Australia, New South Wales has a double. Victoria has a double. ACT and Northern Territory share a double page. Western Australia has its own double page, and that's it. So there's not tons of information, but I'm just trying to teach my girls that going to the internet isn't always the only source of information for different places. And finding information that wasn't pure tourist information was what I was wanting too. So yeah, this is a beautiful one. So this is Australia. It's a picture atlas by these people. I'm not even going to try and pronounce those names. The next books are ones that I bought for my daughter just for reading for pleasure. So these are the ones I got for my daughters for pleasure, just as reading books. So this one's called The Silver Pony. So it's a novel. It's got a few nice little black and white illustrations in there. I think my oldest daughter will probably really enjoy that one. She's looking forward to reading this one, The Pet War. See, Book Club do a thing called A Book for Every Child. And the books for those are really quite affordable. I'm pretty sure this was one of those, and I think I paid like $3 for the book. So I couldn't resist it. So it's just another novel. It's got quite small fonts, but I think my oldest will still be okay with it. So its reading age, it actually appeals to grade 4 to 6 graders with a reading grade level of grade 4, which I thought was actually quite a useful bit of information on the back of it. My oldest has been loving the Dragon Girl books, so they had the next 2 books in issue. One was in issue 1 and one was in issue 2. So I've ordered both of those for her. These are going away for her Easter present. So there's book 4 and book 5 there of the Dragon Girl books. So she's been reading these and really enjoying them. So these have got slightly bigger font and a good line spacing, so they're a good step-up novel for a child that's just starting to read novels. And then this one's for my youngest daughter. She actually picked this one out. So there was another book that I ordered, but it was out of stock, or it's on back order, so it hasn't arrived yet. But yeah, it'll turn up. So this is just a more just pictures and even bigger font and whatnot. So hopefully my youngest will enjoy reading that one. And then these 2 are picture books that I got mostly for my younger daughter as well. Hang on, I'll do them one at a time. So this one, We Found a Cat. Thought this looks funny. My girls like funny books. I like funny books. So, but it's a obviously it's not a cat, it's a tiger. So the illustrations are simplistic, but yeah, it's pretty cute. So yeah, We Found a Cat. And then this one, which we got Kokoburra Loves to Laugh. So I thought, oh, this is the same author and the same sort of book style. So this one's Mopoke. And it's beautiful. It's a little bit simpler than I was expecting. I was hoping it was going to have a little bit more of a story, but it doesn't really. But it's still funny. I think they'll enjoy it, but yeah. Yes, I would have liked a little bit more storyline to it, but that's okay. Not all books need to have an in-depth storyline, so. But it's beautiful illustrations, and I just see that was the blurb, and I was like, oh, cool! It should have a really nice message. Not that I can find, not unless it's really well hidden. Oh, and there's one more series of novels. I've missed these. So these were recommended by a really good friend of mine. Her daughters that are about the same age love them, so I got the set of 3 for my girls to try. So I'm hoping that they'll really enjoy these as well. We love horses here, so yeah. Pepper Creek Ponies, A New Friend, Riding Out, and To the Rescue. That's all there is in the series. And there's one last book. This last one is for my oldest daughter. This is her Easter present. She loves origami, and been getting really good at it. So this was in their collection of activity sort of style books, and I was like, oh, she'll love this. So it's got like folding tools. So there's like a big folding sort of knife and some tweezers and stuff. So it's got an 11-piece toolkit. There you go. And paper and an instruction book. So there's some beautiful papers there. And then a whole bunch of different and some more advanced folds. Like, she's getting really good with her folding. So I think she'll really enjoy this. But it has what the other book doesn't have, because the other book she's using came from Japan and it doesn't explain it very well in English. This has like some of the different styles of folds and that. So yeah, I am really excited to see her reaction to that. So that was my oldest daughter's Easter present book. So there you go. So that's my little haul from book club. I'll flip this camera around. Give me a second. All right, so there you go. That is my collection of books from a book club. I hope you enjoyed seeing our stash of book club books. If you haven't already, check it out for yourselves, guys. It is a fabulous resource to get some really affordable books. I find their prices are pretty on par. Some things are more expensive, some things are cheaper though, so you kind of have to balance it out. But then you do get that 20% rebate, and it's like a cash amount on your account that you can take off the next order. So I find that really quite cool and very helpful. Makes buying books, and it's free shipping as well for like the first order or two. So, you know, for a school, I don't know how it works for schools. All I know for me is that I haven't paid for shipping yet, and this is the 3rd time I've done a book club order. So yeah, check it out. I'll pop a link in my description box below to the Scholastic like book club website. You'll probably need to like call them, and they might want proof of your homeschooling registration sort of stuff, which, you know, I just gave them my certificate of registration in Queensland, and that was fine. It was no big deal. They haven't asked to see it any other years after that. So it was just that first year that I did it. So yeah, pretty cool. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a fabulous week, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.